Welcome to Lex 2 Tech Grab and Go Learning with your instructional technology coaches, Dr. Bridget Wolf and Dr. Janet Dedman. So let's get going. Hey guys, this is Dr. Dedman with another Grab and Go Learning, and this time I want to talk to you about Google Tasks. Now, you may or may not be using Google Tasks, and you may be using something else for your everyday to-do list, but I would encourage you to check out Google Tasks because, like the other Google applications, it's completely integrated. It can make it a lot easier and quicker to make your to-do list. Alright, so you'll see Google Task in this side panel on the right with your other Google Keep. If you saw Google Keep, there was a little icon over here on the right. You also see your calendar over here. If you don't see this, check your little arrow at the bottom because it may be clicked and have that hidden. So go down here, the very bottom, click the arrow and unhide it. And now you have all of your integrated Google tools. Let's click on the Tasks button. So when I click that, we are now able to create a task list. And this can be helpful. We have it alongside our Google Docs. So if we have an agenda from a faculty meeting and we want to add some to-dos based on that information in that agenda, we click our little task button and now we can do our drop-down arrow and we can use My Tasks. We can use the heading of to-do. We can create a whole new heading, like maybe we want to call this faculty meeting to-dos and create that new list. So I'm going to put that in there, faculty meeting. And done. And now you see that that is the list that I have at the top, plus it's in here among my other lists. And you can get this little handle here and move them around if you want them in a different order in here. But we'll stick with faculty meeting. To add a task, you simply click here. You put the title of the task. You put any details you would like to add in there, and then you put a date and time if this task happens to have a specific due date. We will click here and say OK. You can also set whether this task is something that repeats. Maybe it does. Maybe it's something your principal has asked you to do every week on Fridays. Then you can make that task repeat every week on Fridays. So let's close this here. I want to show you how it integrates also with your email. So here I am in my Gmail for Lexington 2, and I see my same list of icons of integrated Google tools on the right. I click my task button. And now it defaults to the last one I used, which was faculty meeting. If this is different and you want to do your to-do list, you click that, and now it's a new list that I'm working on. I click to add my task, and I can do my title, to do, add any details, and again, I can assign a due date if it's something that needs a due date, or simply I'm just making a list of things I need to do and I don't have a specific due date. The other thing you'll notice I can do is I can star it, and that will be something, if I have a long list of to-dos, that will stand out for me. I can click the three dots and assign this to a different list. Say I put it under my to-do list, but it's really a faculty meeting task. So it says down at the bottom that it moved it to faculty meeting, so now there's nothing on to-do. So I click this, go over to faculty meeting, and now I have two notes, and notice one of them is starred. All right, so the next thing I want to do is go to our calendar. You see we made a due date for one of our tasks. So let's go over to our calendar. I have kind of cleared everything off so we can see what happened. Notice there's nothing. I set the 22nd of February as a due date, but I don't have anything here. That's because over here on the left where you can turn calendars on and off, you need to make sure that the tasks is showing in your calendar. So I'm going to check that and see where I have that item from my to-do list right here called Test, Wednesday, February 22nd, is now showing on my calendar so I can make sure I keep track of my tasks as well. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. That's all for this video. We'll see you in the next Lex 2 Tech Grab and Go Learning, where we help you level up.